In New Hampshire, Senator Shaheen, a member of the Armed Services Committee and a co-sponsor of Gillibrand's bill. Senator, thank you for being here. And when you heard Senator Levin, as he moved to delete that part of your discussion yesterday, did that surprise you? I mean, was this talked about before the markup at all?
Well, it didn't surprise me because what we knew after the hearing last week on sexual assault and the opposition we heard from virtually everybody serving in the military was that this was going to be an uphill battle. But the fact is, it's been more than 20 years since the military leadership declared a zero-tolerance policy on sexual assault in the military. And yet we have seen recent high-profile actions that show that this is still a huge problem. A recent report says that it's worse now than it was 2 years ago. Over 26,000 estimated cases, only a little over 3,000 of those are reported. So I think we need to do something fundamentally different if we're going to address this problem.
You know, Senator, as we look at it, you know, the measure that you co-sponsored had 26 other co-sponsors, including 4 Republicans along with you, yet it still couldn't get through. How big of a setback is this decision by the chair, Senator Levin?
Well, obviously, we're going to continue to work on other changes that can help address sexual assault in the military. You know, all of us on the Armed Services Committee, and I think everyone in this country, appreciates the sacrifice and the service of our men and women serving in uniform. And they don't deserve to have this stain on their good work by a few who are doing wrong by other members of the military.
What changes would you suggest? Perhaps bringing back the act again, that which you co-sponsored?
Well, I think we're going to have to continue to look at that. We'll see how some of the other changes that are being proposed will affect what's currently happening with respect to sexual assault. But, you know, one of the things that I think came up at the hearing last week that we haven't really heard whether our military leadership is willing to fully explore is what's happened in those countries who are our allies, like Canada and Great Britain and Israel, who have taken these crimes outside of the chain of command, and it's working very well. So the suggestion that this was going to undermine morale, I think, needs to really be looked carefully at.
Okay, thank you so much, New Hampshire Senator Shaheen. I appreciate it. Going back to our top story.